Honesty is the best policy. That's an ancient adage most of us are acquainted with. It is very important for every parent to teach their children honesty right from infancy and right from the home. The first and best way parents can teach their children honesty is by being honest, because children learn more by watching. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about early parenting. Yes, early parenting pays. We are having the problems we are having with our adolescents today because of the things we missed when they were toddlers and infants. We allow them go through nursery, primary school without proper formation in the home, and we expect to do magic when they enter secondary school. That's not practically possible. Let me remind you that the person talking to you now is an early childhood educationist. Yes, I went back to school to study early childhood. I had to go back to learn child formation and development, read a lot of researches that I've done on children, and believe me, what the children over there are experiencing are exactly what our children down here are facing. So there is no difference. It's just little or slight differences, maybe based on environment, but it's still the same for every child. So for today, I'm talking about early parenting. So if you are about to get married, you are still giving birth, or even if your children have grown, you still need this lecture, because tomorrow you'll be a grandmother or a grandfather, so you still need to teach your children these things. So what am I saying? Early parenting pays. Research has shown that children came to this world with an empty brain. What we consistently put in them is what they will turn out to be. A human being is formed by two things: nature and nurture. So nurture is the one we need to do at our various families. Now, most times we leave the nurture part of the formation and believe that the school will do everything for us. That's not true. The school is busy with covering the curriculum, so there are things you need to do for your child. Immediately a child is born, formation starts. Some even said that formation starts right from the womb. That while the child is in the womb, you need to start giving others to the child. That's for you to know the importance of early years formation. Now, there are things you need to teach your children at that early stage. I'll just talk about few things because I want this video to be as short as possible. The first one, I'll talk about values. Your child needs to know your values right from home. How do you teach that? By modeling it. Those little eyes are watching you. Those little ears are listening to you. So whatever you want your child to do, make sure you exhibit that. I mean, both mommy, daddy, everybody in that house should exhibit that. Let the child see you do those things. So make sure you model all the values you want your child to copy. Very important. Number two, teach your child about sexual abuse. From 2 years, your child should know different body parts. Your child should know the private areas and the public areas. And at that tender age, tell your child that whenever someone touches him or her at those private areas, that the child should shout and make sure that he or she tells you. Very, very important. A lot of our children are being sexually abused, not by strangers, but by people close to the child. So teach your child body parts at 2 years. The next thing you need to do to form your child at that tender age, remember that's the foundation age, the brain is developing. Your child needs to learn values at that time. Let these values sink inside the child at the foundation level. It's just like building a house. If you want a solid house, the foundation must be solid. So you need to intentionally and consistently do a lot of things to lay that solid moral foundation in your child before the child gets to 10 years. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is reward and punishment. Now, most times we always punish without rewarding. If you want your child to learn the good things, encourage reward system. It doesn't cost much. Sometimes it may not even cost a dime. Your hug, your pet name calling, your peg, all these are motivation to the child. Research has shown that reward encourages good behavior. So when your child does the good thing, when your child says the truth instead of lying, when your child does something, maybe you are like, go get me a cup of water, and the child gets it, make sure you reward. Now the second one is punishment. At every bad behavior, punish that child. Don't say, oh, he's still small, when he gets older. No, some mothers even allow their children to slap them, and they're like, Junior, stop that. You are breastfeeding your child and the child bites your nipple. You say, Junior, stop that. You are laughing as if it's funny. It's not funny. When your child beats you, or beats an older sibling, or just beats anyone in the name of throwing tantrum, you need to frown. You can use just this finger, spank on the buttocks. You see the child crying, and you now tell the child, you see this you did is not good, don't try that again, and you see the child behaving well. Sometimes we say, they don't know anything. I bet you they know a lot. So don't allow negativity in your house in the name of he or she is just a small child. No, let your child start from that early stage to know the things that are good and the things that are bad. Sometimes unconsciously they do a lot of things, so when they do it unconsciously, you need to bring them back to consciousness by either rewarding the good behavior or punishing the bad behavior. There are many ways to punish them. I've talked about just a finger. You can withdraw some benefits. Today you are not going to take biscuit. There are many ways you can just make the child know that this is bad and this is good. Any little good behavior, notice it and reward. The next one is storytelling. Very important. Get some story books. You can even get some apps that have children's stories. So get some stories. Make sure you tell them stories from that early stage so that you can share the lessons with them. It sinks very well. Another one is play. At that stage, they play a lot, so you can't remove play from them. And today's parents, we replace physical play with computer game. A lot of children are getting addicted to that computer game. Don't train your child in a way that every time your child is with tablets playing games. No, get physical games like building block, a lot of toys for the child. Let that child have physical touch playing the games. That is teaching the child a lot of things. It's teaching the child human relationship, social skills, a whole lot. It's even helping the child in mental development. So let your child's game not only be the one on the tablet, on the phone. So in summary, what I am saying today is that early parenting pays. Don't allow your child to get to 10 years before you start teaching the child values. Let your child learn that it pays to be honest, it pays to be caring, it pays to be hardworking, perseverance, a lot of them that I cannot say on this video. But before I finally close, I will not fail to remind you about my parenting books. These books will help you in step-by-step approach to modern day parenting. I wrote those books out of experience and knowledge. It's not so expensive, and we deliver nationwide, even internationally. Just place your order. The first one is Parenting Issues. The continuation is called Parenting Issues Volume 2. Then the one I wrote for the teenagers, the one I'm using to teach them sex education at their level, is written in a moral and chaste way. That book will help them learn about love, sex, infatuation, not really sex as in deep into sex, as in telling them the disadvantages of engaging in sexual immorality at that tender age. So they need to learn that. Today's children, if you want them to do anything, make sure you tell them the consequences of that. If you threaten them, they can never do that. So whatever you're teaching them, tell them the benefits and negative effects. So all that is written in that book. Get it for your adolescents. I call that book Between Love, Infatuation and My Identity. It's not expensive too. Until I come your way next time, continue to be a good parent. Continue raising up responsible individuals for us in the society. Please don't raise more nuisance for us. We have many of them already. Help us to raise positive change makers for the good of our society. Please don't forget to share, subscribe if you have not subscribed before, and like this page. There is love in sharing, so share to your co-parents. Let them learn with you. Don't be selfish. See you next time. Cheers.